Hello, my heroic friends. Good morning. It's Allison from Mythic Stories, and I'm here for you again today with a little bit more about archetypes and how they're working in our culture. Now, I've talked in the past about how we are holding archetypes for each other all the time. So, for my children, I am both an individual person and the mother archetype. For my husband, I fulfill a different kind of a role, and we have that. We have these relationships throughout our lives where people need us to be an archetype for them. Now, we do this all the time as individual people, right? We show up for people as archetypes sometimes as needed. But we also have people in our culture, celebrities, very, very huge celebrities, that hold the archetype of a specific type of human life by themselves. And we look at, say, what Donald Trump is doing. He is holding the archetype of the trickster or whatever. So today, I want to talk to you about Kim Kardashian and the Kardashian family. Now, I have been interested in the work of this particular person and this particular family for a long time because it is so clear to me that Kim Kardashian has been holding the archetype of Aphrodite for a very long time. Now, Aphrodite is the archetype. I'm calling it Aphrodite. It's the female figure that represents the power and energy of the sexual drive, sexual attraction, and beauty. Okay, so this is the embodiment of that. We called it Aphrodite in ancient Greece. We called it Venus in ancient Rome. We called it a lot of different things in different mythic systems. And there is always one woman, it's always a woman, that holds that for a culture at any given time. Back in the 50s, it was Marilyn Monroe. Move up through each decade, basically has their own. We had Angelina Jolie back around in her Tomb Raider years. We had Farrah Fawcett. This is always going to be someone who is a celebrity who is holding what that means for a culture, what beauty and sexuality and desire in a sexual context means for the culture. And Kim Kardashian has been that for us for a long time. Now, she is certainly very beautiful, and that is an important part of what it means to be holding Aphrodite. But it's more than that, right? Because each person who holds this for the culture is going to make it their own in a little bit of a way. So Marilyn Monroe was a relatively fragile person, and I believe that the weight of this archetype essentially crushed her, and it ended her life way too soon. Kim Kardashian is much stronger, and her entire family has been able to build out this incredible business around what it means for Kim to be Aphrodite, okay? So a lot of their businesses are around the outside edges of beauty. So makeup companies, this shapewear company, all these different ways, how to help women find the Aphrodite in themselves, essentially. So Kim is this. She's holding Aphrodite in her own particular way. And it's not just this element of desire or sexuality or beauty that she's holding, but it's also got these kind of edges of just good old-fashioned American hustle, or just what family means, and that's kind of shaping the archetype in her own particular way. Now, she has been holding this for a very long time. She's incredibly beautiful. She's always going to be beautiful, but eventually that she will cede that space to somebody else. And I do think that she is actually on the cusp of that right now, and she is doing something very, very important that people have to do when they hold a role like this. It will either destroy you or you will have to change into something new. And for Kim and for the Kardashian family as a whole, that hinge is coming up very, very quickly because, and I see what's happening because she is moving into this legal space, right? She is shifting her archetypal energy into something else. Now, it doesn't mean she's not going to always be beautiful. It means that the primary focus of her celebrity and the archetype that she's holding for American culture is going to be centered more around her legal work than it is around holding Aphrodite, as it has been for so long. So, now, I don't know if Kim is going to be able to make the shift. It's very, very difficult to do. She seems like a person that can do it, that has the right amount of vision to manifest this for herself. But making this transition is coming up very, very quickly for her and for her entire family. It's going to have to make a shift in the way that she's perceived by the culture and how she holds archetypal space for the culture. And it's going to be really interesting. I'm going to be watching her as a mythologist and archetypal expert to see if she's successful. And I don't know if she's going to be. It's very, very difficult to do this, but she's going to have to make a shift into having the primary locus of what she's doing as a celebrity be around the legal work that she is doing with her training and the advocacy that she's been doing politically and legally for people. So anyway, I hope that this helps. I hope that this provides a little bit of an insight into how celebrities now hold space for us archetypally in culture. And I'm going to be continuing on with this series, so stay tuned. Bye.